Welcome to Understand. We are your hosts. I'm Matrix.
And I am the Franchise. Today, we have everybody know him as Haji, Peter Imran himself. Welcome to Understand Podcast.
The great
Understand Podcast. Also, shout out to the producer, 88 season. Great work. Love what you're doing. So, Peter, give us a brief history of your sports career, man.
Well, career implies I was paid at some point. I was never paid.
You was paid in Sans Light.
I was paid in really good memories. Really good memories. Well, when I went to university, I was one of the poorest kids on campus, so I wasn't invited to a lot of things to do. So I said, well, I had nothing to do, so I'll go play sports. So I played tennis, and I played rugby, and I was in a rowing team, and different things. And
what's the last one you said? You say tennis, rugby, and what else?
Tennis, rugby, rowing.
Oh, rowing.
Rowing up and down the river.
Okay.
Like Popeye.
Who used to do that dance like this? They was rowing champions. Sorry.
So it was fun. It was fun. And you once you get into sporting life, well, both you guys are great sportsmen. So you know what it's like when you get into it. You get used to getting up and going to practice and and you got nothing to do, and you just feel like you got nothing going on in life. You need a sport to
keep
play.
You busy.
So,
going, yeah.
And I remember talking to Jamal Baker with the Jets, one of the great players in Jets history. He admitted to me that I think it's long enough now I can say this, that one of the reasons he kept playing football as long as he did is because if he didn't, his wife would give him stuff to do on weekends.
Wow.
It's a great way to get out.
So I need to retire then.
That's right. He said, I got to practice. I got to go. I got to get him. I can't do that. I got to go. So now that he's retired, she's got him building a whole house now.
Sure. Shoot, that's progress in life. He should have retired a long time if that's the case. But yeah, I understand. I mean, you spoke about all that, but you didn't speak about your career over here.
Yeah, locally.
Yes, this is probably the best part. There's nothing like Bahamian athletes, and just getting off on the jokes and how they talk to you so bad, but it's just love. If we could talk to you really bad and you don't start to cry, then we can trust
you. You can't do it no more, but these people cry for simple things.
That's why. I mean, I keep the older guys.
Yeah.
I still old school.
Remember Torrey Curtis?
Yeah.
He went away to Hollins College, right, to play safety.
Yeah.
He did. And he said that
he's playing linebacker or safety.
He played safety for us.
Oh yeah.
The Jets. Maybe played linebacker.
And then he came down to linebacker before he went off to school too, so he played a little bit of linebacker.
Okay.
He get the taste of the Bahamian leg, and he said, "Wait."
He says that.
They put us away.
I think he's still over there, right?
Uh-huh.
I thought he came back and was.
He joined the job.
Yeah, no.
Left.
Yeah, he left. He's over there.
He's doing good. I think he's coaching over there too.
Oh wow.
I think he is. Yeah.
Well, he said his first time over there, he was talking to his teammates bad and everything to get him ready for the game. He said he started to cry, and he said, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know."
Wow.
That's
the guy show.
I was playing flag for the in the league for I forget the name of the team now. It was 1 year.
Yeah, it
wasn't doing much. And I was only Kendall Thompson or Kendall on the Jets.
That's the new commissioner, I think.
No, it's Tito. Oh, wait.
No,
Kendall's the president. Kendall's the new commissioner.
Yeah, Kendall's new commissioner.
How did he? Okay. Anyway.
As a matter of fact, that'll be our next guest next week.
Okay,
so send me your questions, eh?
I'm happy for him. His MBA is put to good use. So. Lunatics, the name of the team. Lunatics, right? Lunatics. We had the jerseys that only came down halfway.
You all started.
Yeah, I was like, where's the rest of my shirt?
So you had abs or something?
I didn't have abs, but another shirt.
So y'all playing in the female league. Y'all just said no.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it was. But we got beat.
Your boys playing in sports bras, bro.
It was bad.
Did you have a six-pack at least?
I had a keg it was bad.
Shout out to the keg again, boys.
Hey, that's okay for the linemen, bro.
Yeah, for the skill position players, it's terrible.
Yeah.
So I'm hanging out at practice, and Tito, the president, speaking of which, Tito pulls up.
Presidente.
The Baba, and he's like, hey.
We can charge you for that shout out, Tito, we can have to collect that check.
Check. Is it still G-Clue diplomats?
Hey, you don't do much now.
Yeah, there you go.
Topics.
Hey, we have an awesome producer. We can edit that and you say something else, we had AI and all. So you keep it up.
You all Allen Iverson working?
Oh, is that what you did?
Originally A-High, number 3.
So let's talk about your CAFL career.
Yeah.
Well, I was out there practicing for the Lunatics, and then I was with Sal. The Lunatics, and I know it was rough.
Sal, bro.
Yeah, so
Get him.
That's why you didn't know shit.
Sal knows everything.
Jets.
It did. Tito was like, "Hey, you want to come play quarterback for the Jets?" I was like, "Who are the Jets?" He said, "Just show up here next week." Okay, so I showed up, and that's where I met Rico and O.B. Roberts and Tito and everybody else. So yeah, I got to know. That's what saved. I got to the real football, and the people who really knew the game. People like the late great Filthy.
Shout out to Filthy, but
yeah, great person. Fergie was there, Heavy was there, and
I remember him.
Sonic, and D.
That's a real BS.
Kendall, and probably the hardest loss of my life was the championship where we got cheated by the pros.
Oh wow!
Yeah, my first year I sat there and I watched just like.
What would you call it cheating?
Cheating is when Heavy's standing there he's standing there on one leg. The pro has his arms around Heavy, and Heavy's looking at the ref and Mr. Ref, Mr. Ref, Mr. Ref, and the ref looks at him and looks away.
That was
No call.
tall.
Oh Lord!
I think that was George. Was it George? Might be George.
Yeah.
George is an older man, right?
Yeah.
What do you expect?
He passed away, God. Right.
Rest in peace, but boy,
Rest in peace. Cheating's when the pro receiver runs a post corner, and he runs, the tree at EW Davis, you get the sideline, you get the tree, you get the bleachers, right? He catches the ball past the tree, and George does this.
So the tree is in the field, you tell him.
The tree is on the field, in the field play. That's cheating. And you just watch, Foster goes 3 and out, but suddenly, miraculously, we get holding and on the defense, and then they get a first down, and it was tough. I didn't realize.
So how long did you play in the CAFL?
5 years, maybe.
5 years.
Oh, you played longer than that.
7, maybe 7. I don't know. I know.
Because I meet you there, right?
Miko says he played 9, and I met Miko there. So
Miko played 9.
Yeah, he said he played 9.
Oh, yes, where he played. Well,
I just swear he played more too.
No, you're right.
But
because the ones that we won with
Phil.
With Phil. So
right.
Yeah, I agree.
The one thing with the Jets were always a very
There was always a
jokes left, right, and center, and it was always a cool, cool vibe, and it was just fun. Just practice was always fun. Pity was there. Theo was there. We had Champ. Champ was there.
That old clown.
Came out. He played himself.
I made the Jets.
Remember
I made the Jets roster punishing him.
You had to beat out Trico for center. Remember that? You didn't start.
Actually, I started left guard because I played left guard in college.
Okay.
Hey, come on, man.
And then Trico retired, and then you took over.
No, Trico actually went off to school. No, he actually played left guard because Trico never really came to practice. I remember John Martin was teaching me how to snap the ball. I never snapped the ball in college. I played left guard and left tackle in college.
You never snapped the ball in college?
No, I never played. John Martin teach me how to snap the ball.
Oh, really?
John Martin, who's the 10 years senior.
But I thought he was a kick.
He was a quarterback and a kicker. Remember when the was playing?
So how he teach you how to snap?
Yeah, I got to snap.
Because he just teach me how to snap. He said, "Hold the ball, this and like he taught me, and I'm a quick learner." So
do it again.
You're a quick learner. You picked it up.
No, but he
that felt the video.
He teach me how to snap. So we taught me. So that's why I learned to snap really.
Okay.
But I might know. Okay, so what made you leave the Jets to go to Stingrays that year? Let's talk about that.
I didn't know what the organization was doing. I talked to Tito. I get one answer. Travis got another answer. I'm like, what are we doing? So I was like, I can't do this. It's just like I'm coming to practice and doing this. What are we doing? And then I left. And then I remember the Jets. Played against the Jets, and I remember $100 being on my head.
Yeah, but
you guys remember that game?
Dude, what's is good about you? You're good, bro. You gotta be able to score. Hey,
I don't know nothing about that. I don't recall. I plead the fifth.
I remember that game. I got down quick. I'm not get down. I was like, I'm not taking any
How much did you had in the game?
Not a lot.
Okay.
Not a lot. I remember a Matrix game, and Matrix was he's playing DB, and the first time in my life I heard about a no-fly zone outside of the U.S. military. They just come over there. So no flies on this side. He was like demonstrating. Hey, quarterback.
That's great.
No flies
That's
on this side.
credit to the late great Filthy.
That's gonna say that Filthy.
I telling you.
Speaking of linebackers, he played linebacker his last season, right? He said I got
you don't always talk with Filthy, but you gotta show doggy respect. I remember when we was losing, we started winning again. He came on the team. I remember a couple of years ago,
He took a box. Yeah, he took a box.
Filthy say, well, these boys team my time over.
Yeah.
I just gonna ride their wave.
Yeah.
From that day in Tito's barbershop upstairs on Madera Street, he had my respect. Real talk. Let me say that.
Always on the load, like you know. I mean, and then he played at just about every level. So I mean, and a lot of knowledge.
Well, there was one game. And he was pushing Tito to go Phil pushing Tito to go play cornerback. And Phil was like, "Can you play?" And Tito's like, "No, you got linebacker." I got corner. I got linebacker. And he went back and forth, back and forth. And then Phil's like, "Fine, I go play linebacker." And I'm like, "You okay?" He's like, "Yeah, you're gonna play linebacker."
You spoke about playing the CAFL. How do you feel about it? How can I put this? How do you feel about the CAFL like pretty much not existing anymore?
It's tough. It's hard. It's hard. I never imagined that it would no longer exist.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, flag is great and everything, but it's still flag football.
Yeah,
it's just
it still isn't.
It's not the same. And no offense to the flag. The flag
no offense to them, because there's be talking like if there's
you guys just don't know.
Like,
you guys who only play flag, you don't know. You really don't know.
The funny thing is, like we had a scrimmage tonight, and the funniest thing is, I ran for like 15 yards. The quarterback ran 15 yards. You put my flag when I got out of bounds. And you're like, "Oh, you ain't getting nowhere." Like, bro, the quarterback ran 15 yards. 15 yards. And a first down on third down.
Your defense, where's your pride?
Like, we needed 5 yards on third down. I ran for 15. So now we first, and we need 10. You're like,
but where's your pride as a defender? The quarterback ran for 15 yards. Where's your pride?
But he put, you know? That's what I'm saying. He put my flag out of bounds.
You turn around and be like, we cannot let you get another yard.
But bro, thanks to you, I mean, obviously, you know how you go coming up. That fired me up. Very next big touchdown. I mean, like, bro, like, I don't get it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
he makes a catch. I'm the greatest receiver in Bahamian history.
But you know what's so crazy?
Do you know, Gavin? Let me introduce you to G.
Yeah. Like, people was like, "Oh, you was a dirty flag player." Y'all should have seen me playing contact. Yeah. Like, bro, I was so disgusting playing contact. Bro. My head button you in your chest.
And you weren't alone. Like every lineman in CAFL is dirty.
Like, bro.
Everyone did it.
I remember one time I was in a pile, right? Christoph Wood, shout out to Wood. He always climbed with this. He's in a pile. And like, dudes don't talk to me. Pause. Yeah. Dude twisted my ankle, but the jersey I see it wasn't mine, but I get up and miss one. 12 rib shot.
Yep. But everyone knows. When you under the pod, you if you don't have a visor on your helmet, you make sure put your face in the ground because you ain't want to poke in the eye. It's not like that's dirty. That's what it is. You want it's a scrum, bro.
Like, disgusting, but you all get there and flag. But
let's not forget the late hits. In the CAFL, I didn't see one late hit called.
Really?
You get hit. I remember Rocket getting smashed. Yellow spear Rocket in his back after he's on the ground. Rocket get up to fight. He got up to fight, and Rocket got the flag on sports flag. He got thrown out the game, but Rocket knew the rules. Like, I'm thrown out the game, but I have to leave the field. So he walked over to the pro sideline, cussed everybody out, told them about their ma.
Well, I hope I would hope, because that I don't think that's the rule. Once you get kicked out of the game, you got to leave the arena.
Oh, sorry. Yes, you have to leave, but he's like, but it doesn't say when. I have to leave, but it doesn't say when. No, remember that was a technicality. He had you on
this dude is a lawyer.
He's like, when. So he cussed all the pros out. So what they did, they ran to the gate. They didn't know DWA was only one way out. They locked the gate so he couldn't get out. Rocket said he's gonna leave the field and he's ready. And but he will leave, and he, Rocket had that little moped, little motorbike. And he was like, he ran it, he cussed all the pros out there, but he
You know why, right? You know why, right? You know why, right?
Yeah.
I mean, bro.
So anyway, so you don't know what they did. The pros, no, I know this one because I almost died. I swear, I made my peace with God. I was like, this is it, because the pros locked the gate. And when they locked the gate, Rocket's like, so they're super diplomat. Well, come on, open the gate. Why you gotta be like that? So The pros had like 4 linemen. I swear it was 250 pounds each. They was dark as tar. They really wasn't talking, so you didn't know what the next move was. So everyone ran to go help Rocket fight, right? And I made the mistake because I ran. The Stingrays of the Stingrays time, they stopped like where you are. I didn't stop where
you were playing with Stingers at the time.
Yeah, I passed the last man, and I went like 2, 3, 4 feet into where the pros were. At that point, I can't go back because then he just looked like a coward. So I was stuck, and I see looking around. It's like 350 pounds, 320 pounds, 330 pounds, just looking at me. And I'm like, okay, I've had a good run. It's been a good life, and this is gonna be it for me. I'm gonna go out strong. I go out swinging. I get down, and I go out swinging.
Hold on. This dude told you some giant stuff.
I was like,
crazy. Anyway, so my team run, I said, go do.
Every time they stop, and I'm like,
yeah, I was like, I went further. I was like, when I go to y'all wherever I stop, y'all can move up behind me.
Oh, you thought they slowly back you to go back in?
No, I thought like if I come up, oh well, how'd you stop this far?
So what you supposed to do? Right, you supposed to go be like, y'all think it's a game, mate? And then step back.
I was like, y'all can step up to be in a line with me. Nobody stepped up. I was there by myself. I was like, oh, that's how it is, eh? Okay, I see.
But you being such an OG in the CAFL, right? I remember
Box was way in the back, talking to most Box was way in the back.
What you expect?
He thought this was Grand Theft Auto.
Hey, like you probably been in the league so long, right? I remember when we played together, you were a mentor to a lot of young players, and you even coached young players at UB. Speak on that.
For at least 15 years.
Yeah, but you was a UB long. No disrespect. You was a groundskeeper or the chancellor.
I was like Forrest Gump. I was going it was just a lot of young men have seen the game, they know anything about the game, and I just show up and just be throwing the ball back and forth, with some of the students, and they're like, "Hey, I want to play football. Is it fun?" You can run some basic routes, and they realize that they really love the game because the great thing about football is that no matter who you are, there's a place in the game for you.
Yeah.
If you're like 5'2" and early broadwell, okay, great. You can play some fullback. If you're 6'4" and really fast, you can play some receiver or something like that. There's a place for everybody. It's just a matter of showing them, hey, you could play
What
football.
if you're 4'4" and 380?
380.
Bro.
You could be the mascot.
All I mean, no, you can be the ball.
You could be the greatest fullback.
Or you could just be there. You could be CJ.
Patty cake.
Patty cake.
So how you feel that this experience helped your current coaching career?
I think that
now we get not.
I think as a well, you all play, and I know that you're still playing. You're also playing, right?
Let's go keep talking.
And Matrix is still playing. Like that. Matrix, you do coaching. You do coach.
Yes.
Right. And you coach.
I don't like it though.
Okay. The thing about coaching is, I think none of us ever coach as a coach. We still coach as a player.
Okay.
Whether you retire or not, you're still, in your mind, you're still a player.
So I'm still a player. So.
You're right. I guess you're still a player, right? So it's like, and I have a lot more respect for coaches I see on television. He used to play the game. I'm like, well, you understand. You know what it's like Sean Payton. I'm like, used to be a quarterback. I'm like, you understand what's going on. Guys who, I'm like, yeah, it's a little different. You can't really relate. So I think the playing helps more than the mentoring, because I mentor from a player to a player. So in a way, all of us were mentoring people. Whether you thought you were doing it or not, if someone had a bad play, hey, it's okay, don't worry about it. Next play, let's go. I remember Fergie he was a GM for Aura, and he played wide receiver for the Jets my first year. And I remember I was lost. I didn't know what was going on. I was just like, okay, I'm here. I don't know what to do. And he says to me, Haji, football is a game. Football is a job. Treat it like a job. That's probably the best advice I ever had. So I showed up on time, professionally, to go to work.
I'm sitting here, and he just said, you be for How much did you drink?
They say 12.
12.
I heard 15.
If you
I heard 15. Can you play it back?
I heard trying to be.
Did you hear 15? I heard 15.
I said 15.
Oh, you said 15. I didn't hear him disagree with that. Right? So,
we sitting here like, I mean, you have such good memory, right? What would you do in school all the time?
Trying to graduate. Graduate.
That nice looking teacher there. You was looking at booty or what?
Well, you're in the Bahamas. You always gotta look at booty. It's always
that's the peas and rice.
I think we need some more peas and rice in the diet right now. It's falling off a little bit, but
hey, they got a fix for that now. It's called Dr. Miami.
It's not the same.
It's going to be Dr. Man's but you don't be able to discover anything see on TV, but
it's not the same.
Fix like this next one, but let's get to the meat.
So, I mean, we can talk about last season. You know, I mean, you were with you were part of the Hawks coaching staff. You know, and you was fired.
I was fired
mid-season.
Yeah.
What went wrong? Like.
That's what the firing was. Right? I was fired via text.
Yeah. So we'll tell our version, and then you tell us, you know, the version that it is. You know.
No. I was fired via text. I didn't know because when they sent a WhatsApp message, I didn't have data and I was traveling on the way to practice. So arrived at practice, I was already fired. Not knowing I was fired, no one said anything to me.
That shit must have been really awkward.
It was weird. It was weird.
So our version wasn't as funny as this version.
This is the truth. You know, they say fact is stranger than fiction. It is. So I know when I go through all of it, everybody, and this is what we're doing. And I was the only coach there. I think Ryan was in Lutra. And we go through everything, you know, you could do stretches and everything, go through the whole motion, everything we're doing. I said, okay, y'all do your stuff, and I'm going to take the
even though they fired you, they still like you.
Right, they still had me coaching.
Wow.
After I was fired, and I see they looking at me like she wasn't sure what to say, and I'm like, this is pretty simple stuff.
I would have been like, hey, coach, come hotspot off my
Did you get the memo?
Per our last WhatsApp.
And I'm on there working with Billy and everything, and I had like a 20-minute session with Billy, and you know, got her warmed up and got some tips, and she's a very talented young lady.
Yes, she is.
I said, okay, all right, go in, and you know, and Keisha didn't want to play quarterback, so oh, come play defense or whatever. I said, listen, she looked at me and said, it doesn't matter. You already got your quarterback working. It doesn't matter what they do with you. Go ahead and play defense. And I'm lean back and hear your version, which I'm sure is.
It ain't as funny.
Said it's not as funny as mine, but I have my doubts.
No, we ain't got to tell that no more. You give us a better version. But I mean, so what did you think went wrong? When I say what did you think went wrong, I mean, obviously, you know, they should have said why they fired you, or you should have an idea why they fired you.
I know why they fired me.
That's what I would believe. Yeah?
We had 3 games to go. And we'd won 1 game, I think, so far. And so it was like the bottom seed was guaranteed. And maybe it was 2 games left, or 2 or 3. So the last, if we won this like super winning streak, we were still going to get the last seed. So I said, well, great.
It can't be super if only 2 games, buddy.
That's right.
But I understand.
Yeah, it's hyper.
But dog, why you to touch it?
I said, all right. My son, you know. So I said, well, let's start Billy, right? Let's see what she got. Because, hey, if you lose 2 games, it's not going to make a difference. And if we win 2 games, we can start her. If she wins 2 games, then she'd be the winningest quarterback on the roster. And then she's earned the right to start in the playoffs.
I see why they fire you, boy.
So
that's Keisha's team.
So Keisha's like, oh no, she hasn't been in a lot of practice. But I'm like, well, hold on here. Your buddy Fallon, I think it's Fallon, hasn't been in any practices. And she started last game.
What position?
Receiver. I think I might have got the name right.
I don't know. First time I heard the name.
I probably got the name wrong. But I'm like, if you're going by practice, a lot of these players don't practice, and you have them starting. So it doesn't matter to me who practice. I want to see what Billy can do. That's really what it matters. That's what it matters to me. And I said, I'm loyal to. She said, oh, you have to be loyal. I said, no, I'm loyal to winning. And if you're loyal to winning too, then you and I don't have a disagreement. But if you're not loyal to winning, you're loyal to something else, then you and I aren't going to get along.
Fair enough. You know? So basically, they fired you because you wanted to start Billy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I felt Billy is the better player.
This story getting funnier and funnier.
And she's like, I'm like, well, it's either you're a player or you're a coach. You can't be both.
From your show, I gotta make sure I always get up data on my phone, bro.
Right, you never know when you get that one text.
Butler say one of the things that Butler said that they worry about is Wi-Fi. You have Wi-Fi? Or you need to go? We don't want you to get fired again from the team that you bring it up. Because we heard that you bring out a new team.
Right, that would be
fine. And
I could be fired.
We heard that you. So we heard that you. Obviously, it's obvious that you're bringing out a new team.
What's your team name, by the way?
It's the Stingrays.
I make sure to find something that's Bahamian.
Is it the Stingrays or the Lady Stingrays?
Stingrays.
Yeah, Stingrays.
Tropical Gyro Stingrays, right?
That's correct. Tropical Gyro is a sponsor, and we're very lucky to have Culmer as our sponsor. He played football, by the way.
Wait, so so you think the sponsor and the coach?
Well, the coach was leaving the previous year, 2023. He was leaving.
Why was he leaving?
And he was sick of them. He was sick of the Hawks, and he was getting ready to go. And
hold on. Are you allowed to tell the story on his behalf, or is it?
I
don't want you to get in trouble.
Shoot, man.
We don't heard it first. We don't want you to get another text.
Right. He was 2023. He was leaving, and he told him, I'm out. And the players that he develops, please don't go. If you like when you leave, and all that. So he said, okay, I'll stick it out for one more year. And he says, after he saw what happened with me, he's like, this is wrong. You can't fire a coach mid-season. And he said, what Peter did wasn't wrong. He wanted to play to see what this player can do. It didn't impact anything as far as the standing goes. So why not see what this player can do? And he's like, you cannot be a player and a coach and override the coaches when you don't like what the coaches have to say.
I really want to know if they even got his opinion in firing you.
No, they didn't.
That's what I'm saying. Because I feel like if I'm the head coach.
When they sent you, he didn't know.
No.
And he's the head coach.
Correct.
You were what were your
OC.
Yeah, that's
and he was like, you can't. He was like, you can't do that. So when the season was over, he's like, I'm done. I'm gone. They're like, oh, let's talk about this. You should discuss it. He said, what is there to discuss? I've been talking to y'all, and y'all refuse to listen for 10 weeks, so I'm out. There's nothing to talk about. So we got together and said, well, let's put together a different kind of team where there are no player coaches. You're a player or you're a coach. You can't have it both ways.
No. So hold on. The second time you use the term player coach, you're saying that they had player coaches on the team?
Keisha is the player. She's like, who's the fellow in Dallas? What's his name? Jerry Jones, who's also playing quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
Right.
So the reason why I asked that because
she's the CEO, president.
I am a player on the Lions, but I'm also the president.
But you're not a coach.
But that's why I say if you saying player coach, because
I understand, but there's checks and balances.
You can't be a player and a coach. That's too conflicting.
Right.
So that's what I'm asking you. You're saying that she was a player coach, or she was a player and she was on the board. That's two different things.
Also, she's a player.
So she was a player, coach, and she was on the board.
Right.
Oh, damn.
And if the coaches didn't, I believe that I've heard a rumor that their new coach, the fellow from the Predators last year,
Brother Jay, boy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Make sure you are.
Jay, the Deacon.
Shout out Jay.
He left, right? He left.
To go where?
What's his name? Oh no, not him. The one they had last year.
Jay?
Not Jay. The coach who came in.
Who took your place?
Right.
Yeah,
Jay.
Jay.
Head coach now.
He's their head coach. Oh, he's still there now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think I saw David out there with them.
Okay. Yeah, we did.
Okay.
But when I can say, let's talk about Brother Jay, I kind of like the fact that he opened the offense up. I don't know if it was you or Keisha, who was like you have someone like Kali, but you got to feed Kali.
Yeah.
And I feel like y'all was a targeting Kali.
No, so I'll say this much.
That wasn't the case.
From what I saw, I mean, he couldn't be on the sideline. From what I saw, he was getting the the ball in the best player hand. And that's what you do on offense. You got to get your best player involved, whether it's jet sweep, whether it's your screen, whether it's get over the top, whatever they have to get it.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, like, give him that much.
There's another side to that, too. The other side to that is if you force feed one player, the defense focuses on that player. You have to be able to,
So you know what happens there, right?
But you have to be able to get the other. No, I'm saying just keep the other players it's like the Bulls with Jordan and Pippen. Pippen was enough of a threat where he just couldn't throw everything on Michael Jordan. So Pippen being as good as he was helped Jordan out. It's like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. So you can't just focus on one person.
I'll say this, and I don't care how no one feel about it. I'm a Bull fan. Pippen survived off Jordan. Reason being that he's the number one. Whenever you have the number one, they demand a double team. They demand that attention. Yes. So because they demand that attention, you just have to be an average player to look good. So if you force feeding, like you say, you force feeding your number one player, that opens up the offense.
And then you take advantage of what's there.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's why you go to your go-to player.
Right.
You know what I mean? For example, for as old as Kenny is, I can keep him at wide out. Let him run down the field. You gotta respect his speed.
I'm not sure how old Kenny is.
You don't respect him.
How fast he is.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, you gotta respect that. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? If you don't respect that, then
Oxbury.
Okay. Yeah. The offense I designed for the Hawks is you have your one-on-one, you have your person is to get people like Carly, your best players, get them in one-on-one situations, right? And if you see somebody open, go through your read, see somebody open, get them the ball. Here's why. Even if it's not Carly, get like Ashley the ball, get Billy the ball. The other girl who's amazing receiver.
We all have Billy on defense. She didn't play offense.
Billy was supposed to play offense. The girl that was there before Carly was there. Shelly, right? Yes, the Shelly, because then the defense then was like, well, we can't just sit here and get eaten alive. We got to adjust, and so then that opens up. So the two of them feed off each other, right? But when you're holding the ball for 3, 4, 5 seconds, waiting for something, that's Russell Wilson in Pittsburgh last year, right? So it's like, hey, I saw Shelly running a drag route. She was literally 7 yards right in front of Keisha. She's right there. There's nobody for miles. And Keisha holds the ball and force feeds it to Carly in triple coverage on the left side. So like, okay, you got to clean that up. You cannot do that. And I'm like, get the ball, get rid of the ball. Get the ball, get rid of the ball. If it's like 4th and forever, yes, you hold the ball because you need the first time. I understand that. But if it's 3rd and 3, what are we waiting for? Christmas? Get it out. And if you ain't gonna get it out, run! Go 1, 2. I've seen you do it. In a championship game, what happened? Matrix drop back. Okay, the line hold it. No offense. I'm gone.
No. Which championship game?
The one that just happened. You ran.
No. Which one?
The one you just won.
We won?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I did not run at all. No championship game we play right.
Okay, it must have been the game before this.
Let me tell you something. You have Chef Curry? You never have that?
No.
Okay. Tell me Chef Curry.
Chef Curry's waiting for the boys, huh?
You never have that?
Steph Curry, the chef.
Yeah. Steph Curry.
So Steph Curry, yes.
Yeah. So I was Steph Curry. I was doing the cooking. Whilst they were stirring the pot. I never had to come out of the pocket.
It must have been the game before then?
You know.
There's a game where you ran a lot.
If I ran a lot, that's what I wanted to.
Okay. Right. And
I'll say this much. The most I had to run in any season was last season.
Shout out to Ron.
Any other season, if I took off, it's because I saw something that I could get paid. I needed to get.
Yeah, right. So if you
want to truck somebody and show off.
Right, like tonight. Yeah. So, but if it's 3rd and 3, you're not going to sit back there for 5 seconds. 3 yards. Gotta run 3 yards, right?
No.
Right.
So we even practice. 1, 2, 3 got ball got to be gone.
Right.
So anyhow.
So that was. I'm happy for him that's what he's doing to Carly. But my thing was pretty much the same. Get the ball. If you're open, throw them the ball. Throw them the ball. Something else that I learned playing for the Jets. You played this year for the Jets. If you don't get receivers involved early, they mentally check out. Maybe Kenny can relate to that, right? If I go through the entire half and you don't throw the ball to me, I got news, buddy. Come the second half, the first ball better be in my way.
No, that's weak. That's weak. Why I said it is because at the end of the day, I mean, sometimes like you could go a whole game and nothing comes to you. You might have to get your last one to save the game. Because at the end of the day, I mean, if you were number one, you have to work harder than everybody else. So you get all the attention. You get the best receiver, you get the safety over the top. You probably might have someone trying to jam you. You might so at the end of the day, you just have to work harder than others. But whenever the ball comes your way, you gotta be ready for it.
But you know what? Just think about how you talk about number one receivers get like they work the hardest. It's so different in the trenches. Like when you use the best old lineman, they just give you the scrubs, the dudes who they know just for you to
keep you busy. Yeah. Like, I mean,
because the best defensive linemen are on the other side.
On the other side. They will make sure you get
something out.
I mean? Yeah, that's why I say that's so different.
Like, I mean, obviously we were doing is we were putting our strongest players on their strongest players.
Okay.
So now it's a 50-50 chance of us winning the game. Like, okay, cool. What we're gonna do? We can take the short games with our best players against your weakest players. Take those short games, lead a 50-50 for the other players.
Because there's a point system playing too, right?
So at the end of the day,
if I beat you by 20 points, that I hadn't done.
So if I beat your weakest player by let's say 10-1, so I beat him by 9 points. And you can't beat my weakest player 10-1, we win the battle. So it's the same thing like you say in the trenches. I mean, why put the best D lineman? Okay, that's like with receivers. They notice now why receiver they bring them into the slot to try and get a mismatch on the linebacker or the safety or whatever the case may be.
Well,
Belichick days mano a mano.
What Belichick did, and Belichick's one who started this, he wouldn't put his best corner on the best receiver. He put his best corner on the second best receiver, and then the other side he just went zone, and it works great. Like he put Talib would go on the second best receiver, and then the other side as well.
Safety,
and it works like good.
I mean, that's only.
But the offense I would run something like this. I just say, here's a running back. Fake hand off the running back, depending on what you see. If you said Dolphins? No. The offense I had the Hawks running is let's say Cullen is a running back. The ball is snapped. Well, you see what's going on. If you're going this way, we'll count your numbers. If you got two people on the side blocking and only one person, you hand the ball off and Cullen would go this way. If not, you fake the handoff and you got a quick slant on this side. So you fake the handoff, come right back, and the ball's out very quickly. If that's not there, then you come
that
back.
Particular offense, you think the issue was, how can I put this? Do you think Keisha skills, like her physical attributes, match your play calling?
That's the next thing too.
Because I'm thinking she's more really different.
She's more of a pocket quarterback.
Who could get you a 5 yards.
A mobile quarterback.
So I'm going to ask you to run. It's handoff. It's not RPOs. Handoff.
That's still athletic though. Keisha.
Doing this is athletic. Snap the ball, fake handoff, ball's out.
Did you tell her what she have to watch for to pull the ball back to hit the slide?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So let's move on, buddy. So,
Which what made it so painful for me because I'm literally telling you every single thing.
I see the pain in your eye.
Yeah.
We got to go on to your new pain.
Kenny's like, I understand.
So, I mean, okay, so with your new team, is it new players? Did you steal some players? Or, you just recruited outside the league? Like, how is the recruitment going?
I'm on Instagram, so I wish I could recruit from outside the league.
Instagram?
I'm on Instagram, so I've seen the girls playing in Mexico. I wish I could recruit some of them because they're amazing. But no, we recruited from players who never played the game before, players from the team that just broke up, Phoenix Fire. Some of those.
Oh, they broke up?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know they broke up.
Some of those girls.
Maybe the Yankees going to lead them this year.
When you say some of those girls, do you get a share any? Just give me two names of who you think that's most valuable to your team.
Big E is a receiver. She's phenomenal. And Jessica, the center. And let me tell you, I don't care what.
Big E as a receiver.
Big E.
That's a nickname.
That's a nickname, but I don't care what any.
She's a tight end or receiver.
Receiver. I don't care.
You sure she's a lineman or she's a receiver?
I know. Big E as in make big plays. That's what she gets.
Oh,
So
you gotta explain that, bro. Like you can't just call a receiver Big E, bro.
Her ego is.
So y'all gave it a name, or she gave herself?
She gave herself the name. Now I was concerned. I didn't.
What number she wore last year? You can pull the stats up.
I don't know, but I did not understand.
She only had one catch for -3 yards. But
why are you such a hater?
Like Big E.
Why is such
a name like Big E? You better be a baller.
What you say? Big E?
Your name.
You say Big E?
No, Big E. Big E as in Big E.
No, Big E. No, Big E.
Because her name is Elise.
I was like trying to figure why I said Big E. Like,
oh no, not Big E Smalls.
Yeah,
Big E.
oh, because that's why I asked if she's a lineman or tight end. Like, hey.
Okay.
Now,
or Big
your
E.
name was you were to the face of the franchise.
What's the E for?
Before you want anything in the CAFL.
I've always wanted.
The E is
I gave it a woman with it.
The E is for her name or Big E as in what? Big what?
E is for Elise is her name.
Okay, that's
Ezekiel.
Okay, cool.
There's one girl named Ezekiel.
What's your name?
Ezekiel. So, what's your name?
I didn't.
Tony.
Hey, Tony.
I learned you talk about things you learn, right? I learned recently how important having a center is, and also how hard it is to develop a center.
Yeah,
I've never had that problem.
That's hard.
And I was faced with having to do that, and it's hard, really, really hard to develop a center because you could get 3 great snaps in a row. Oh, we're good here. We're done. Turn your back. It's over your head. So here we go back. So you're like, oh, what went wrong?
Going to Avengers,
right?
You going to Avengers?
You going back home? But I already break up the Avengers.
Oh boy.
Well, I'm sure this dude closet. He got like every BFFL team, and he just in the mantle, but like he's gonna say, I like the pros. I'm in the Predators.
Okay. He's playing Russian roulette. Whichever he just roll over sleep when he wake up, whichever one of y'all going, I go with you next.
the Rebels.
He's like the Jimmy Butler of the league. So
no man, not Jimmy Butler.
He's got
like 4 years.
Like that.
He's a Ryan Fitzpatrick of the league.
That's better.
Yeah.
Or the Warren Moon, like Warren plays
but Warren Fitzpatrick was actually a baller. People hate on Ryan, but Ryan used to give them buckets.
Ryan Fitzpatrick was James. Anyways, so
that was the original.
That was
the original
touchdown interception machine. But we didn't have a true center. And when we got Jessica from the Phoenix Fire, it just because I'm like, well, we got to run the pistol because if you're not getting good velocity on the snap, the ball just hangs and ends up as a pass rush gets to the quarterback at the same time as the snap.
No, we know about that.
You guys know about that. So now we got a center who puts some velocity on the ball.
We knew about that when Coleman left me out there. By myself.
I leave you with Kenny. I leave you with Ozzy. I leave you with Moose.
So now we have a center with velocity who's got a fastball. So now we can go in a shotgun. Because now the ball is getting like that. And then the quarterbacks had to adjust because they were like, they were just getting these.
The quarterbacks?
Yeah.
You actually have more than one quarterback?
Developing, yeah. We got Drika, who came from the Hawks, right? Very, very athletic. She's fast.
So why not Billy? If you was developing,
Billy was practicing with the Hawks for NFL flag. Yeah, one of our coaches saw her practicing with the Hawks, and then I think Billy's back with the Wildcats. That's what I heard.
You gotta think that I tell you that's my friend.
Okay, well, I'm happy she went back to where
that's my starting quarterback.
There you go.
Yeah.
So who else left and followed you and Ryan over there from the Hawks? Nobody yet.
Oh, nobody else. And honestly, we really didn't.
Boy, this story getting sweeter and sweeter.
Well, we didn't really. Ron and I, we made. Here's the thing. I said I don't know who I want from the Hawks. I said because
they take them all.
No.
Here's
the reason why.
This one sounds like
something that Matrix used to say when we played. Matrix,
don't quote me no more, man. Say what you gotta say first.
Here's the story. Matrix. I can tell the story. Matrix was a sunburn. And I don't know what game it was and even who they were playing against. But apparently, it was a screen pass, a quick pass to the right side. Matrix only received on the right side. And the quarterback, they broke the huddle, and the quarterback did this at the line. Point right to Matrix. So the safety was like, well, thank you very much, and just slides right over and lines Matrix right up. And the quarterback's a man of his word. Threw the ball right to Matrix. Matrix, like, he ain't gonna punk out. So he caught the ball, got lit up. Like the fireworks coming out of.
What this kid do?
Hold on. Matrix came back.
Leave Matrix out there.
Matrix says, the quarterback says, we can run the same play. Good catch. Matrix said, no. When he said, the only reason out here is pride, my boy.
Y'all two played on 6 Sunburns together?
No. Matrix So Matrix said the importance of pride. It's a pride thing, right? He said,
run the same
Matrix say, no. Matrix say, no, it happened.
Who was the quarterback?
Yeah, I can't remember it, but so
the quarterback say,
it's going this Sunday it was.
Oh wow!
Like, Sunburns is rough, bro. Like, I mean, I'm glad I started up with them because obviously, I went through some pain before I get to a well-organized team in the Jets. But bro,
the quarterback say, "Have you heard?" Matrix say, "No, what about to be?" He said, "The only reason out here is because of pride."
I was
I'm about to get hurt. I didn't say right now.
What the bird named Tweety? I seen Tweety. Right, gotta be a mind.
Matrix said the ball stop. Matrix said the ball stop. Ain't no one touch him. No one touch him. Matrix like, oh my leg. Y'all gotta fix this field thing, and he walk off. And he say it was pride. And the thing with the Hawks, I was like, I don't know if I want you guys because I watched Keisha talk to y'all so bad, and not a single one of y'all can stand up and say you can talk to me like that.
What they can do my story?
So I'm saying pride. I needed pride. So you got pride.
You just wanted to embarrass me.
No.
Yeah, I get knocked out. But
No, you say you was seeing Tweety. I didn't say
So because of pride.
And I respect you because you was like, no, bro.
But I said you want to tell that story. Let me tell one story here.
Because you got the ball.
You remember when we playing for the Jets, when I started it? And the dude hit you at the same time, and we came back to the huddle and all them was bleeding.
I do, because Mom told me to get out of the game. I didn't know he told me to come out of the game.
Yeah.
I came to the sideline.
What you were seeing?
He was seeing Tweety do the cha-cha slide.
But James didn't say slide left.
It was cool because I came to the sideline, right? And I just put water, I spit it out. And Thompson was the other quarterback on the roster. I'm like, well, Travis.
So you starting over Travis?
No, there's a 3-quarterback system.
Well, I want you to say you started over Travis.
So I'm waiting.
With who? With true quarterback system with who?
It was me, Miko, and Travis.
Yeah.
This when Mel was there. Your first year. So, your first year.
I ain't asking on which one.
So I'm there, and I'm there.
No, I think you played because Travis was on this diva shit. I'm not playing. That's probably why you played.
But Travis still played that year. So
Travis is quit every season. Dude.
So I was like, okay, well, I'm bleeding. Travis is gonna go in for me. You know what Travis did? Haji, you good? Yeah. All right. Get back in the game. I was like, all right. Let me just go back in the game then, since obviously you're not, gonna go in. I'm gonna go in. But I'm like, you can't let someone stand there and talk to you about every single game you don't do anything.
So you better than me. So because to hurt you, I would take people from you. That's just me.
I took the sponsor. I took the coach. So you got no sponsor. I took your head coach. I'm done. Goodbye. Good luck to y'all. Right?
So you learn it from Matrix Uli.
Indeed.
Matrix take the whole government bank from the pirates. Cold word.
So I mean,
why were you working there or something?
No.
You take Gold's holiday from.
Don't worry.
Finlandia, Bamboo Shack, you're next.
No, but
sounds like maybe we should be interviewing Matrix.
So they asked for sponsor letter.
I just want to say something. It's very nice. We got Tito, the president of the Flag League, and we have Jason Clark, who's also a Jet, the president of the Youth League. It's nice to see the Jets running things in the Bahamas.
So what about what about the NFL Flag Bahamas? Who running that?
I don't count.
Is Eddie running that?
Is Eddie running that? Well, great. Well, we got 3. We 3 for 3.
Speaking of Eddie, did you ask him to be a guest?
I did, and he said no. So let's move on.
Oh, shame. I gotta.
Y'all watch Game of Thrones? Yeah. Shame.
I gotta say something because one of our coaches is from Bimini. He's Coach Roll.
He's a prayer coach.
He's from Bimini, or he lives in Bimini.
He's from Bimini, so he lives in that.
He lives in Nassau.
What do you know about football? He's a Dolphin fan.
And we're in practice, and he said something a couple of nights ago, and I got very upset. He dared to say, you Nassau boys don't know nothing but football. Freeport start this. And I became very angry. Because I'm like, really? When's the last time y'all beat us in a game? At any level. Yeah. Any level. Y'all is garbage, y'all is trash.
So let me ask you this question. Before I allow him to ask one, I've been asking a lot, but what's your expectation for the season? Because you're saying you have, basically a new team.
New team, yeah.
All the females, because I can tell you the Wildcats coming to mash that down.
That's what Jay told me today when I saw her.
But we don't worry about them, boy. Haji, I got faith in you, boy.
Bro, listen.
Haji, I got faith in you, boy. Y'all go win half a game, but that's all they were.
You spoke
half a game. So what? We're going to lead for a half, and then we're going to get blown out in the second half. Is that what it be? Or we can lead in the second half. Let's lead in the second half.
So I'd say this much.
You're a seller.
Real talk. What's your expectation for the season?
Something I learned from Bill Belichick is if you're pretty sure you're going to make the playoffs anyway, treat your regular season as preseason to develop your players.
Okay.
Remember the AFC East was weak. So the Patriots won all their games. It was easy to walk into the playoffs, right? So I learned from that. I said, since we're pretty much guaranteed to make the playoffs, let's spend the time developing our players. When we get to the playoffs, our players are peaking. And then we see what happens. Once we make the playoffs, anything can happen.
So in other words, you're just you don't have no expectations. See, let me tell you something.
Just to win the next game, whatever the next game is, just try to win that game, and then just go from there.
Don't matter how much you beat around the bush. I still just remember what I asked. So I feel like
what are the expectations?
Yes.
To win more games than we lose.
Fair enough.
I can't wait for the game against Keisha, but I know Keisha will come on, they can try to beat Chubby.
Bro.
That could be the hardest ticket down. Keisha, baby. Keisha.
I think
that's the only game I'm rooting against. That's the only games I'm rooting against them, because I got you. And she's a treasure. She's a graphic designer. What she is on
graphic designer. Hold on, so you would root against me, your Jets, brother?
Keisha, but Keisha's my dog, but
well, it is what it is.
It'll be a good game. We'll be keeping the stats.
We'll be keeping the stats.
We'll be up in the booth.
We'll be keeping the stats, boy.
So
I'll be sure to have someone else keep the stats, so just in case you cheat for your friend.
John, I think you need to ask him the next question, because
Keisha has 500 yards and 6 touchdowns. They'll be like, but he only put up 7 points. I'm saying his stats. He could be like, he's just going for 500 yards and 7 touchdowns. I'm like, but he only scored 6 points. So I'm like, if you're mathing, buddy, but okay, I'll trust you until I see stats, which are a bit questionable.
Wow. Okay, so we talking about you coaching at UB, mentoring young officers. The young players on the Jets.
A couple of officers.
You also coach the BYFFL at that level. How was that? How was your coaching skills also? How does that help your coaching skills? How has that helped your coaching skills? Those are you. And if so, what ways has it helped dealing with kids? I know you normally deal with the 6 to 10. I think you normally deal with it.
I think both of you coached in BYFFL, right?
No, we ref.
I coached my first year. Made a championship game.
You never coached?
I never coached.
And they let Tom take my team. We get ahead. So
I can be real.
You never coached?
No, I never coached. I ref because
I think you'd be.
I can be real.
I think you'd be a good coach.
He said we coach like 6 to 10. But that takes a lot of skill. I admire, especially
assistant coach,
like those like Dawkins, bro, he's awesome with the kids. Bro.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah,
he loves it.
I think bro,
he loves it. Like he's Mr. Gibson. Pay attention, Mr. Gibson. He's just fantastic. I'm like you're just perfect for this. From my point of view,
awesome character. I can be real,
all of them are.
I agree. They have a great team. But at the end of the day, how do you? You can answer this question after this. Answer this quick, please. All right.
Okay, I'll do my best.
All right.
No.
How do you and the lady who fired you coexist in the next league?
We don't speak.
Okay, cool. Now you can answer my boy question.
But she called, but she fired him on his way to practice. I can still have her bleeding in stretches though.
I'm sure she saw one thing. That's why I respect her. I respect her. So anyway, since you want to give free service, why not take it?
No, I don't know that story, right? I also took their ball. At the other part, I said, I'm just hang on to this ball for the next practice in case I come here early and I want to work with Billy. Oh, no problem. You can take it. I said, it's their all black ball. It's not the ball of this day. I'm not going to give it back either. I have it.
You admit that you stole the ball.
She gave it to me. She said I could keep it for the next time I come to Hawks practice. Well, there was no next time. So I'm not in violation of the contract.
Well, now you took a page out of the rocket book.
I learned.
So ask another question again, so we can answer it quickly, man.
You coach at BYFFL. How was that help your skills, and if so, what way? Dealing with any young kids. I know for patience for sure.
Bro.
You learn that it's much easier coaching 6 to 9 kids.
It is.
Yeah, you know why? Because anything you tell them to do, they do. Anything you want to go run 3 laps. Okay, you're gone. Reggie from the Jets, his daughter Blair came. I saw her backpack. Her backpack had
Reggie from the Lions.
But the Lions. Yeah. He had she comes with 4 bottles of Gatorade, like 6 packs of cookies, 10 chips, no exaggeration.
Reggie something to school.
She's like, and I was like, Reggie, if the zombie apocalypse hits, I'm gonna hang with her because she's ready to rock, buddy. She got supplies. I remember we had a championship game for the BOIFL 2 years ago. I'm looking at her. She's like, woo, woo. I'm looking at her.
Yeah, she be getting.
I'm like, how much Gatorade you had? 2. I'm like, you ate all the Gatorade. She goes, no, I didn't. I have more. She had like 3 more in the bag. So I was like, hey, we got to get her on the field. So I was like, I'm so scared.
I understand that. I mean, we made a joke about it, but I understand it.
It's wonderful. The older the people get, it's the more back talk. It's the more ironing to this.
You don't get paid for
it's
this.
The more, I know what this for me. And it takes a little bit of love away, the fun away. Whereas little kids, I didn't get a 6 to 9 this last year. And I was like, hey, I'll trade you. I'll trade you by 10 to 12 for the 6 to 9. I coached 10 to 12 and 13 to 17. But one of the 6 to 9 coaches, assistant coaches, was busy doing stuff. And so I ended up coaching, assistant coaching 6 to 9. It happened to be my daughter's team.
Okay.
So, it was cool. I kept trying to put her in the game.
She got more stats than you?
Of course. She won a championship her first year. I never pulled that off in any sport.
Yeah, because you were in the Stingrays. You stayed with the Jets.
No, you did win that one year. Remember, he came back and.
Yeah, but I never won my first year playing a sport. It's her first year playing football. And she won.
Come on, didn't she play last season?
She lost last season championship game.
Well, this is not her first time. You say she won her first year.
Her first year, she won a championship in her age group, 6 to 9. The second year, which was last year, she got to the championship.
Okay.
She cried. Like all the kids who lost, they cried.
Oh yeah, that's one thing. They have a passion for the game.
Yeah. But this one kid hadn't played like in a month, and he was crying his eyes out. And I'm like, dude, we got to get you the very next game. I don't care. You got to be on the field. Eddie ended up coming to help me coach in the BYFL, and
that's why I lose, right?
Championship.
It was a playoff game actually, and we lost the game.
This way can't win nothing. Chief, I blame you. Come on,
you add to the resume, bro.
Yeah.
Eddie,
no, that one.
Eddie, we love you. You're a great Jets alumni.
You know we, bro.
Hi for France, for the Bahamas.
You're one of the best tight ends ever played for the Jets.
We have Xbox. We don't have Nintendo Wii. That's for the record.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it was a better tight end for the Jets. You or Travis. That's a different conversation.
Well, that's on them. Because you are too. I mean,
they're best friends. And I've asked both of them, and neither would answer. Both say.
Well, I mean, Travis said Eddie always came second to him. I don't know what that means.
That's what I heard. I heard Eddie Owens was the better tight end than him, but I believe that.
Yeah, but I mean, so I can say this much. I mean, if I move to a different country right now, and I told them I'm a millionaire, that's what they gotta believe. I'm only telling you what I heard.
Mm-hmm. They feel you.
Okay then.
But a million, you gotta show them something.
I gotta show them nothing.
But they be watching you spending habits.
That's okay. How much millionaires you see walking around bare feet and then
I gotta show them because I know there's no millionaire.
Yeah. But anyway,
if they barefoot,
What?
But you work in that field.
That's what I say. Yes, bro. They don't flash money.
I agree.
That's right.
That's what you always tell who got
The ones like see what we look at the ones who didn't have to work hard for it, if that makes sense. So like the dudes who just have to go out there and play sports. When I say work hard, I don't mean as in like build a
financial empire,
like,
right?
You just
I don't see Jay-Z flashing a lot of gold because he had to build that all the way up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but the NBA stars and all these other dudes, yeah, the millionaires, but watch how they flash because where they came from, right? You playing a sport to do that. Then after the NBA, ask them where all the money go.
Dennis Rodman.
Like I'll never forget. Like I always say, it's my first client. When I got to work, like sitting on the ground outside, smoking a cigarette, bare feet, leg crossed, chilling. And I go inside, setting up this meeting, get all kind of sparkling water and all kind of stuff. And they came and they're like, "Oh, we don't need this. I can give me some water from the top."
You better man pack all this.
But I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, like, they don't care for those stuff because at the end of the day, where they, those stuff don't matter.
That's what you tell people who use the stuff too.
I agree.
Yeah, they're like, I don't know.
I had a client.
Bill Gates looks like he shops at Walmart, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're
very same gray sweats. There's all boy and Chuck Taylor's room.
But I have a quick question to you guys. What is your favorite memory playing for the Jets?
When you got knocked out. I'm joking.
Which time? I had like 5 good matches like they played in the CAFL. Looking back, I'm like, I think I had a good match in that game.
Believe it or not, my favorite memory in the CAFL was actually a game we lost. The triple overtime against the Pros, before we won the championship.
That surprised me because I thought it would be the championship.
The reason why I said it because I knew the next year it would have been a walk in the park. Not a walk in the park, but I knew the next year would have been our year. You understand? Like, we triple overtime with the Pros, and obviously, it was one tip, and then one tip ball cost us or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, like, that's when I knew that all the chemistry, like, finally
you can hang with them, and
because like, hey, we've been losing for years. And we still used to hang out together and
getting cheated.
Go out drinking like we won a game. Like, we would go out and get drunk and the dudes who actually won.
Yeah.
And then finally, you reach to the point where, hey, we can you guys. You understand what I'm saying? So next year we knew, like, hey, bro, like, this about to be our year. You understand? No matter how much they think about that triple overtime. After that, I had Pros came to me and told me, like, bro, like, yeah, you're about to step over that. So that was my favorite triple overtime.
My favorite memory is probably when we beat, I think y'all be like 80 points.
Oh. The Kingdom Warriors.
Warriors. He was on Kingdom Warriors?
Yeah.
I
came in to try to get the team, to come in to how to run the team.
It was like 86-8 or something like that.
86. 86-6, and then it was 84-0.
Yeah.
And they stopped with 5 minutes.
And why that game was so memorable for me, because my mother died the next day, and I was going to the hospital, but I say, wait, let me go police that. So I was gassed up that game. Like, I was on one. So that's why that game, and then I look at the pictures, Curtis' son was in it too. Rest in peace, Curtis Jr., CJ. Amen. But he was in a picture with us, man, the Vikings jersey. And I just, that was during our run, that was my greatest.
I shared that the other day.
Because seeing all the old Jets come in,
I saw it.
The big picture, all the old Jets came again, and we just was like, wait, this is crazy. That was one of my best memories.
Yeah. What would you?
Concussion.
I don't remember that.
I don't know if I won. One of them is the championship game. When I came back to the Jets, we won a championship against the Pros. And who was number 55? What's his name? The linebacker.
Alex.
Alex.
That's crazy.
He was our Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
That's our guy. And he got flagged for a late hit on Foster.
Yeah.
And he turned to the referee.
That's the first time I saw Foster cried again.
And he was like, okay. You look at the referee. Okay, I got you. Okay. And lined up. And Foster threw the ball. And it was 1, 2, 3 steps. Boom, he knocked Foster to the ground. Which was just blatantly late.
A 60-year-old man. That's that. Yeah.
And Alex turns to the ref and goes, "Throw your flag now." And that's what, because it was like just having been cheated by Foster for so many years.
Well, I was thinking about
I was like,
when we was in the Mac of getting that blazing from the pros. Remember, I played D-line, and I must see touch Foster like this way. The next play, Foster make one call. Charlie,
Charlie Green,
Pope. All of them like dive on me. I was they got the boy 3D me, but I was like, boy, this play here.
But that's the good part about tackle too. I mean, you could always get back. Get back.
All the stuff that wasn't called, like you knew how to, you knew how to get somebody. Remember Pity? He got a call where he was playing DB on and the receiver grabbed his Matrix play DB. So you know how horrible this is. The receiver grabbed his helmet and turned his head to the side, and there was no call. Ref was standing right there was no call. You know, that's a big deal because that's like serious.
That's why Mike stopped playing.
And it was 4th down, and it happened. So they punted. We got the ball back, and Pity refused to leave the field. So he's in the huddle on offense, and I'm like, so what's going on?
I think Pity was the first time I ever saw a real concussion. And I say real concussion, like you can actually see that this person have a concussion kind of stuff. Like, I mean, shaking, don't know where he is. Like, a lot of time players have a concussion, but you're not sure. You understand what I'm saying? But
I didn't know either. I know.
But he wasn't there. That's when he was losing. He was going to other games.
Anyway, but Peter, it's been a pleasure being on the show, man. But before we go, man, we just want to talk about, understand it was at the Super Bowl and
again 2 years.
2 years ago. This year in Vegas, at Levi Stadium.
Yeah.
Santa Clara.
In Vegas.
Last year you was able to go. This year I was able to go. I think it's only right we both go next year.
San
Francisco, right?
You know, third wheel daddy this lap.
No man.
Right? Yeah. And then also, man, shout out to Griff. Griff went to Georgia and he won the
championship.
Griff them is big man.
Good job, bro. Yeah.
Squat and I think he won squat and he won the bench. He sent me some videos we could share to the Instagram and TikTok.
Bro, that was crazy. I saw it on. I saw it. I think
the Bahamas.
I think I was there on his IG. Like, bro.
Yeah.
Congrats, man. Congrats.
Yeah. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. Good dude.
Yeah.
And also, man, we want to shout out St. John's, Junior Boys, and Senior Boys. Been in the BISS Championship. Congratulations, gents. And you got anything else to say?
Well, the CAFL comes back. So for all you powers that be who could do something about it,
it's not gonna happen.
It's time to bring back a great Bahamian institution. A lot of Bahamians were able to go away and get degrees off of tackle football and come back and build houses and lives. So it's not just about you. It's about holding other people back, holding Bahamians back from a better life.
The funny thing is, I mean, before I close out, the CAFL is still run by the same people. And we haven't played it from 2018. That's crazy, bro.
When are elections? When are CAFL elections? Anyone know when those are?
Abu Dhabi elections.
It's still around, right? So you have to have elections.
And keep in mind now, the CAFL board is a governing body for any football in the Bahamas.
It is insane. So, I mean, it's such it could be, luckily for us, guys like Comer and Matrix yourself who love, you still can play in a semi-contact league, but it's not the same thing. Flag is wonderful.
Right now.
And I love it, but it's just not the same thing. And, you say what, just bring it back.
Let's get it like how it is in Orlando. You know what I mean? Let's go a little more contact.
Yeah, man.
Before I get too old.
Yeah, not everything's a flag, Let them play, It's all basketball, Let them play.
Well, before we go, I just realized we ain't mentioned Mr. LT, Alligator Arms. So shout out to LT again. Shout out to the producer, 88 season. Also, man, y'all can hit us up at understandthepodcast@yahoo.com. You can hit us up on TikTok or Instagram at Understand the Podcast.
Yeah.
And
the YouTube channel, because you always remember, Matrix 24282.
Why is it 82? Why we're 82?
Why are we 82? I mean, so.
And we're gone.
When my.
Part two coming.
I mean, it's quick,
But you said on the first episode, though. The very first episode you talked about.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh,
shoot, why do you know we on the show? We're out, man. We're out.